First round submission. My stepbrother's very first amateur fight. Welcome, boys. Welcome. This email was sent to us by Rich Atkins, and the email reads, "Hey, Marshall, this was my stepbrother's very first MMA fight about a decade ago. He only had two other ones after this, one of which being against Alexa Khmer, who ended up in the UFC later on. I actually don't know who this is. Very interesting. Sending this to you because of the extreme rarity of the type of submission. You'll know when you see it." Okay. It won Ohio Amateur Submission of the Year. Wow. Okay, then. Like, what was it? Like a twister or something? All right, so there's the video was sent to us right here. Let's go check it out, baby. Let's see what the submission was.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is set for three 3-minute rounds in the Iron Tiger Fight Series light heavyweight division. Let's meet our combatants. Fighting on the Ohio National Guard red corner, this gentleman weighed in earlier today at
Let's reduce this a little bit.
He competes for USA Martial Arts out of Toledo, Ohio, Ricky Davis. Blue corner. He weighed in earlier today at 192 and 1/2 pounds.
192, okay.
Independent out of Union City, Indiana.
I think
Jacob Brown.
his brother is Ricky Davis.
Is Jerry Poe.
I mean, I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly what he said, but I'm guessing. But let me turn this down a little bit. Here we go. Boom, they touch it up. Oh my God, right away, they are losing. There's a takedown. He gets it. Wow, that was easy. That was a very easy takedown into half guard. Oh, his opponent his bottom game is not good at all. What the hell? Keep your legs closed. Wow, he gets mounted. Oh, he rolls him over with a classic day one mount escape. All right, he's got him in like this Gogo Plata. That's a Gogo Plata. Oh, nope. That is not how you get out of that position. That is not how you get out of that position at all. Is this it right here? Is this the sub you're talking about? A Gogo Plata? My guy. Oh, wow. Okay, that was fast. That was quick. All right, boys. So let's go back. This is a lot just happened right here. A lot just happened. Right away, they both exchange a left hook. This is classic, man. Just right away, left hook exchange. Stumbles him a little bit. Drags him to the ground right here. So from this half guard right here, bro, like if you find yourself in a half guard position, notice the way his opponent's leg is like wide open, flailing all over the place. Right here, you have no guard. You have no guard whatsoever unless you can actually pin your opponent in some way. And half guard is a guard. A lot of people think when you have your opponent in half guard, they've passed your guard. No, you haven't passed the guard until you get past your opponent's legs. And in this situation right here, if you don't have your legs locked, then they can easily get past your leg. So that left leg that's flailing all over the place, either you're inserting that left leg because you're looking for like a half butterfly, because with the half butterfly, you'll be able to elevate them. You can enter the legs and all that, sweep and all that, or lock it. Lock the leg, keep them in half guard, or start looking for like a knee shield to actually, try to prevent them from getting chest to chest in this situation. A lot of good grapplers, the moment it hits the ground, they're keeping a cross shoulder post, so a post across your shoulder to prevent you from getting chest to chest, and they're putting a knee shield on you to stop you from getting chest to chest. And if you do get chest to chest, they're locking that leg so you can't freaking pass their legs, or they're inserting a butterfly. So right away, his opponent flailing his legs all over the place, just a big no-no. Which is what, and then he's like, all these movements will just get your guard passed, like immediately. Yes, he's dealing with the fact that homeboy is trying to pin him with a crucifix, but that should not be your biggest worry right now. Your biggest worry is do not get your guard passed. Lock the legs, lock the legs. He's not locking the legs. And right there, he passes right to mount. Now, right there, first of all, he tries to perform the classic mount reversal where you're supposed to trap the arm, trap the leg on the same exact side, bridge. And then the bridge is hip high, head all the way down, and then you roll, right? So that's what he tried to do right here, but he didn't. He did it at first without having any of the arm or the limbs controlled, which is why it did not work whatsoever. But then he remembers, oh, I have to control a limb. So he grabs a hold of his opponent's arm. He missed the legs though. So watch that right here. He's gonna grab the arm and go again. But see, he missed. He's supposed to trap the right leg with his left leg for this to happen smoothly. But he was tenacious because he just kept rolling and rolling and rolling until he got it. This should not have worked at all. You see it like right here. This is why you trap that leg, because you can get your back taken. Notice right here. This is his back right here. That's his back. Against someone that's better, that's your back is taken immediately. You got to trap that leg if you're going to go for this particular escape. This escape right here really does not work at high levels. It just really does not. But here we go. Rolls him over, and immediately he gets rolled over. Right here, the moment you see that your opponent is going for either a mission control rubber guard or they're trying to go for a gogoplata, right away you got to stand up. You got to get on your feet. You cannot stay on your knees anymore. The longer you stay on your knees, I mean, any closed guard situation, you got to open the closed guard or to open, you got to get up. You know, I see a lot of people, sitting on their knees. This is like something that was drilled into me very, very early on. You got to get on your feet. So as soon as that leg starts coming over, get on your feet. Now, when you get on your feet, you're going to notice that your elbow is going to be trapped with their leg. And so in a situation like this, you want to go head over head. I know, you know what? I'm actually going to try to find an instructional to put on here so you guys see exactly what I'm talking about. I know I'm getting kind of crazy and excited because it's jiu-jitsu, but just hear me out right here. So in a situation like this where the opponent has rubber guard, how do you get out of rubber guard? Well, you stand up. You got to stand up. You got to stand up. Immediately get on your feet. Yes, your posture will still be broken, but get on your feet. Once you get on your feet, make sure that you are head over head with your opponent. If your head is like below your opponent's head, this is not going to work. You got to get head over head. So posture, head over head, and then your hand, your arms, turn them this way. If they're this way, turn it this way. This makes your arm and your shoulders narrow, because what you really want to do is you want to wiggle yourself away from the mission control. And the way you do it is your arm is this way, turn it this way. Turn this way and then wiggle, 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 wiggle. That gets you out. I've done this many times. It gets you out. So right there, staying on his knees was a big no-no. Now, as soon as you notice, this is why gogoplatas, you don't really see it at high levels. It's so easy to deal with. As soon as you notice that leg is underneath your chin, you have two options. Option one, push down on the foot. You want the foot because the foot is the longest part of the lever. It allows you to control the leg a lot more. Push on the foot and push it down. Hold it down. That alleviates pressure, right? Because what he wants in the gogoplata is he wants to push his shin into your neck and pull your head down. That's the gogoplata. Push my shin into you while pulling your head down. That's a submission. Reverse engineer it. You can't posture up because he has his hand on your neck. So go into it. Push down on his leg, and that stops him from pushing up on his chin, and that gives you some time. Then from there, what you can do is you can turn your body. So rather than facing him, you can turn your body and give him the omoplata. Much better to give him the omoplata and to allow him to choke you out. Give him the omoplata, stand up. Give him the omoplata, stand up right away, and hip heist up his hip and yank your arm out. It's like, whew, man, watching this right here, and it's just bringing back like memories of like of us drilling some of these escapes. It's so important. White belt, blue belt. Like, I'm a blue belt right now, which is why I focus so much on defense. You gotta have your pin escapes on point. You gotta have your submission escapes on point, bro. If you can get pinned, you can get submitted. You know, you gotta be able to get out of these pins. So right there, homeboy stays on his knees way too much. And then when he finally stood up, he stood up to slam. Bro, not gonna work. Watch this. Now look at what happened. The reason why when he stood up, the reason why he lifted his opponents is look at the way his arm is. His arm, look at it, his arm configuration. See that? Literally by virtue of you standing up in that way, you're gonna lift the guy up. Which is why you go head over head of your opponent, arm, turn this way, and then shimmy, wiggle, 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 and you're gonna get yourself out. Slams him, nothing happens. Of course. He's trying to punch him from trying to punch his way out of a sub, or choking sub for that matter. Not gonna work. Not gonna work. You stay there for long enough, you're gonna go to sleep. And there you go. Yeah. Very good work. Yeah, so this is what he meant by rare submission. Yeah, man, I can't remember the last time I saw a gogoplata in the UFC. It's so rare, bro. It's a very rare submission to hit on literally anybody. It's really hard to hit because most people know how to deal with that. You know what I mean? Good stop, Ricky. Good stoppage. Very good stoppage. Very, very good. Very good. I think there was like an interview afterwards here. Yeah, we don't have to check out the interview. I'm going to leave a link to this in the description below if you guys want to go watch it. What I'm actually going to do right now is just so that you guys don't have to take my word for it. I'm going to try to find I think Gordon Ryan has an instructional where he covers the rubber guard. Yeah, I'll put that in here so you guys can see exactly how to escape it. Just so you don't take your words from a bum blue belt. How about you listen to the greatest no-gi grappler on the planet? Learn from him, okay? So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for sending this one in, homeboy. Really, really appreciate it. If you guys have any more videos like this, send it to marshallmind23@gmail.com, and I'll see you boys later with a brand new one. As always, stay safe. Peace out. Have a good one.
Now, we have to start dealing with our partner who actually breaks our posture and brings us down into attacking positions. Okay, one of the most common positions made famous by 10th Planet is rubber guard. Okay, where my partner breaks my posture, she brings one leg across my shoulder line, and from here she grabs her own ankle. Okay, like so. And there's variations that we can do from here. The problem is my head now is controlled. She controls almost the longest lever of my spine, which is my head. She's directly below my head. So when I go to posture from here, and she just keeps her hand and ankle connected, it's very difficult to posture up from here. When I go to move straight back, that's impossible as well. So from here, I'm going to come in, I'm going to take two hands to the floor, and I'm going to immediately start to posture and bring my head over my partner's head. Once again, it's very easy to bring my head over my partner's by just leaning forward, and then my hips and legs become weightless. Now, if I just try to pull myself out of this position, you see it's useless because my elbows get caught on my partner's thighs. So from here, once I'm head over head, and you have to be directly head over head or else this won't work. If I try to do it from here, you won't be able to do it. So I make sure I'm head over head. Now from here, I turn my elbows down towards the floor. So that my my thumbs, down towards the floor. So that my elbows now don't get caught on my partner's thighs. So now when she goes to hold in tight, I just relax my arms and I limp everything through. And now again, we steal inside foot and knee position. If my partner's down in a closed guard, I cannot stress this enough. You have to stand up to vertical posture. You see so many people, especially without the gi, okay, when you can't push in the pant legs or do any of that. If you're going against anyone relatively high level, you cannot open their guard if you're on your knees. I see so many high-level black belts sitting on their knees from this position, and they just sit. If you're trying to stall, it's fine. But if you actually want to do jiu-jitsu, you have to stand up to a vertical posture in order to separate your partner's legs and actually go into attacks.